with JTT on the road. What's up? I saw a video that had me laughing, and the video of this one woman, this blonde lady, who said, looks at the camera and said, this is why we don't date. Her friend has a flat tire, chasing in the middle of nowhere. Her date has her dad said, you can come over when you're done changing the tire. The point is that you got a lot of these girl bosses up there screaming on top of their whole lungs with their whole chest saying, I'm a strong, independent woman. We don't need no men. We don't need no men until you need one. For example, for any girl boss who gets a flat tire, I hope to God you know how to change a flat tire, change it good, and change it quick. Because right now, her complaint was a lot of men sit by, not caring. And I'm going like, weren't you the ones who want independence? Weren't you the one who said you got this, you need no man? You said that. Here's the thing that's pretty messed up. Not every female is like that. In a way, it's kind of screwing up for all the women. There's some women who will appreciate, a very good, chivalrous, masculine man, but because most of you women, most of your loudmouth, modern women keep screaming that, we don't need no man, I'm a strong, independent woman, all the men go like, okay, then back off. Now keep in mind, you've been telling men, don't talk to you, don't look in your direction, don't even think about looking our direction, don't even think about it. We're thinking about the Me Too movement. We're talking about catching a charge. So unless we know beyond shadow of doubt it's okay to approach women, we don't play gambling. Now mind you, there'd be some guys are brave enough or crazy enough to approach a woman, only get shot down or catch a threat of catching a charge. For those guys who are trying, like in some sense, I want to say, okay, you're brave. Same time, you're crazy because you will catch a woman in a foul mood and she'll file charges against you. And it has happened, unfortunately. Doesn't mean it would cause some charges. Some cases gone straight to prison over it. Having their reputation destroyed. But here's a fun question. What would you ladies think if you hear men say, hey, I don't need you ladies. I'm a strong, independent, grown man. Oh, trust me, he has a very negative, opinions about him. What was he 12? I thought he's a grown man. Was he weak? Is he zesty? Is he the G word? Right. It sounds very, very disconcerting. But here's the thing, though. Women keep saying like, oh, men can't handle a strong, independent woman. That's not it. Not remotely it. It's not we can't handle you. Why? The question is, why should we? We're not afraid. We just don't want to deal with it. You claim you can do all this by yourself. No one's stopping you. Hey, folks, what's up? Let's see. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't want to wreck my car and all that. Still on the road and all that. Bottom line, though, is that, don't get me wrong, I have zero problem with a woman having a good job. I have zero problem with a woman having a career. Zero problem. Zero. Well, you can't even wave it like a flag, a badge of honor, like, yeah, I can do this, that. Okay, you're a grown adult doing A through Z. Congratulations. What do you want? Participation trophy? But, like I said, like I said, you women want to prove that, that, how can I put it delicately? Men and women are two different creatures and two different sexes. Which kind of blows my mind, because I just found out today that there's over 85 sexual orientations. How we get to 85? How we went from 2, male, female, or there's hetero, homo, to 85? How we went to so many sexual orientations? How we went to so many genders? How we got to 85, folks? Please tell that to me. Male, female, hetero, homo. 85? You kidding me? How we got there? Who's making this up? Sorry, go off topic. Rage a little bit. It just drives me crazy. But my point is, men and women are different creatures altogether. For example, like the one podcast, talk about men who does bricklaying work. If you know anybody who does, happy holidays, by the way, thank you, happy holidays. Where you going? I'm going to New York to visit family and friends. Now, for example, you have anybody who is a bricklayer or does any real strenuous work for a living, let me know and all that. But for example, a bricklayer, that is a back-breaking job. This woman claim I could do it. Yeah, for how long? Unless you're a female bodybuilder or powerlifter and been lifting weights since you was like a little kid, you're not gonna last long in that job. I don't care what anyone says. Unless you're a professional powerlifter, weightlifter, bodybuilder, you're not gonna last long in that job. That job is hard on men. Not many men can be a bricklayer for an extended period of time. I have a friend of mine, may rest in peace. I think he works in some company. All he moves is these crates and crates of sodas. But these sodas about like 40 pounds a pop. And he moves so many of the guy got built of a power lifter. Because he'd been moving it for so long, but his body took so much wear and tear that he got to get a lot of his major joints replaced, like his rotator cuff, knees. Like I said, unfortunately, he passed away about 1-2 years ago. Good man, that's a very good man. We all miss him from my church. Point being, though, women cannot do the same type of job as men can for a long period of time. No, they can't. No, they can't. But in the end, though, women will be asking, what happened to chivalry? Who killed chivalry? Oh, that's simple. Look in the mirror, ladies. Look at him, or better yet, look in the mirror look in the face of the woman who screams at the top of her lungs, we don't need. Yeah, you don't need men at the moment. Many years later, you're gonna look back, especially in your 50s and 60s, and say, like, what happened to all the good men? He was right in front of your face. Yeah, right there. I was looking at some videos at women like who are lamenting, crying, and kvetching, saying like, where's all the good men? Where's all the good men? You was amongst them. You wanna know why that you can't find a good man? Because you wasn't looking at them. You're looking at the top tier. You're looking at the top 20% of men. So in other words, 80% of women are looking at 80% of men. 80% of women are looking at 20% of men and ignore the bottom 20. The bottom 20 will love, honor, and do you right. They'll do everything in their power to make you happy. The top 20% of the guys, especially the real high earners, the 1% earners, they will go for you guys like Lay's potato chips after smoking a cannabis. I think I'm lying. You know the most sad thing? Some of these women do not mind being side chicks. They have women who rather be side chicks than the rich guys than they have a decent husband. And that's sad. Now, is that true for all women? No. That'd be a lie. That'd be a big lie. Plain and simple. But I want to get off talk about, sexist and stuff like that. I want to talk more about the holidays. Like, I can't wait to break bread with my family. I start like a tradition, like every Thanksgiving, I say a prayer over the meal. And let the feast begin. We have the classic turkey, ham, mac and cheese. They have some collard greens. They got 2-3 things of rice. One sis makes stuffed shells. I think there's some, I'm trying to think what type of bread they had. Croissants, yeah. Croissant rolls, oh my word. I'm sorry, I gotta be the first one there, because if I don't, those croissant rolls will go in instance and real fast, seriously. Dessert, oh my goodness, dessert is the biggest treat of them all. We have potato pie, pumpkin pie, cheesecake. Oh no, yeah, I just realized it. And me being in a hurry, I forgot the pumpkin cheesecake. My sister's gonna murder me. Say a prayer for me, folks. I messed up. I remember everything to bring except for the cheesecake. The pumpkin cheesecake I made for my sisters. It's back home in Johnstown. Boy, I feel like a fool. I remember everything except that. Oh my goodness. I work nighttime, and the funny thing is, like, now the good news, I work straight night shift, that's good. The problem is you try to sleep normal hours is hard. For example, like, I was off Tuesday, it's like, okay, I'm off Tuesday, try to sleep normal hours. My body's saying like, no, you're not gonna sleep normal hours. So my body keeps thinking like, I'm still working night shift. No, I'm not working night shift. I try to remind my body like, I'm off today. My body says, no, we're still working night shift. It's like, so basically it's hard for me to go to sleep at night. Now if I'm really, really tired, then yeah, I will crash out. For example, me driving all the way like from Johnstown to New York, yeah, I'm guaranteed to crash out when I get to my sister's place. So I get the couch ready, I'm passing out. Simple as that. But enough of me running my mouth, complaining, convention, all that fun stuff. As Cody Rhodes once said, so, what do you want to talk about? Kind of right though. I got an autographed picture of, holy moly, this. Yeah, this guy is driving like he's to the Fast and Furious. And I try hard not to do that because there's state troopers all over the place. If you want that ticket, bro, knock yourself out. I don't want to wreck my car. I don't want to be killed by the state troopers. But you want to do that? Sure. Go get that ticket. Get one for me, a few people online too while you're at it. Let's see. Okay. Boom. Cruise control. Gotta love cruise control. So then, folks. So my question is, you know, are you traveling to your friends, family, loved ones for Thanksgiving? I know people go to 2 different houses for Thanksgiving. It's like, I can't. I've done that in the beginning when I was married. I'm going like, I can't. I remember like coming back from Thanksgiving weighing about 10 to 15 pounds afterwards, though. Yeah, but the food was great. I'm going to New York to visit friends and family, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to New York. So, what do you want to talk about, folks? So, in terms of New York, what are your thoughts of New York City, considering what's been going on as of recently? What are your thoughts on it, folks? Seriously. Let me do a quick check before I forget. Reconnecting, yep. I'll go to it first to see how far away. I'm about 10 miles away from Jersey and all that. So my question to you guys is, in terms of the weather. Right now, the weather going from Pittsburgh, New Jersey is cloudy and all that. Supposedly, we might get a nor'easter coming from Lake Erie. Keyword supposedly. Chances are I might miss it completely. Chances are it may hit. The question is where and how hard. So far, I have yet to see any clue like that, but I was told that should happen sometime tonight. That's why I'm driving right now. It's about 10 to 2. I should be like missed the storm by a light year. No question about that. Going back home should be interesting, because the weather in Johnstown is very unique and very strange, to say the least. I give you a perfect example. Once I come to Johnstown via Amtrak train station, I remember leaving. It was middle of winter. I don't know. I wasn't sure the train was going to show up, but thankfully, train showed up. It was a major snowstorm. Caught the train, got my bags, got comfortable, sat down. In fact, I propped the seat up, laid back, fell asleep. I think Altoona was a good like 45, maybe an hour away from Johnstown, you know, through the route and all that. Now, mind you, full-blown winter storm in Johnstown. I woke up, next stop, Altoona. Okay, cool. When I opened my eyes, looked at the window, there's not one snowflake on the ground. It was cloudy, just like in Johnstown, but not one flake on the ground. I said, okay, time out. It's a full-blown major snowstorm taking place in Johnstown, but I get to Altoona, I didn't see one flake. I see the same clouds where the snow come from, but I don't see one flake on the ground. What is going on? Blew my mind. That blew my mind. It's the mountains of Johnstown. It's the mountains of Johnstown. They don't play. They do not play. That's when we had the last 2 major hurricanes that hit the East Coast. the mountains protected us, they shielded us. When we get some heavy rains, oh, we get some serious rains. We worry about flooding from time to time. So far, like, I see some flooding, but nothing like from, like, say, for 1977 flood for Johnstown. I wasn't there for that one. And not to 38 or 38 flood at Johnstown. Those are really, really bad. Those are really, really bad. I like, don't get me wrong. I see some floods to where like a entire street looks like rivers. It's like, whoa, that's horrible. That's really horrible. But right now I'm changing lanes, so yeah, I'm not gonna stay in this lane. I'm gonna change it. That one. Okay, change lanes again. But I'm very grateful that I'm alive to see my friends and family back in New York. Because unfortunately, there's like a handful of people from my high school who passed away over the years. Some of which I never imagined they would, you know. And sadly enough, these are two people who like who I never imagined would go because they are very sweet, very kind. They're both from my class of 1987. One was Kathy Smith. I forgot her name. Her married name. Her name is Kathy Smith. She's one of the sweetest kind of people in the world. You know, there's no. I forgot. There's a girl like Chiari or something like that, and she suffered from that for a good while. No, man, she's another sweet kind of person. She passed away. You know, I was like, wow, you know. And the irony is that at one point I want to be, because if I could be open about it, you know, my mother and father, they died, at least I'd say about several years apart. My mom passed away in 2002 from complication of breast cancer. That was harsh. But the irony is that as much as me and my sisters were heartbroken, just seeing her suffer from it is even worse. It's like...
In 4.8 miles, stay to the left to I-78 East.
Stay left? Okay. The irony is that, yeah, we were heartbroken when she passed away, but the fact we see her suffering like that, it might be worse. It's one thing that the condition will reverse as you get better. It was not. In which if I passed away, like, we were saddened, but at least the pain is over, our suffering is over, thank goodness. So any woman who has breast cancer in their family, even if you don't have breast cancer in your family, and have a history of it, do yourself a favor, get checked out. Seriously, get checked out. Don't even take a chance, get checked out, please. Men, same thing, get checked out as well. Because like I said, men get that breast cancer too, but we were also way more likely to get testicular cancer, other types of cancers as well. God forbid if you smoke, heavy smoke, you got lung cancer, throat cancer, you got basically deal with your doctor. Deal with your doctor. Hold on a sec. You know that. Do not take a chance with cancer. You don't. Do not take a chance with that. That's nothing to play with. And when my mom passed away, she was like 54 years old when she passed away. She was like the only human being I saw that passed away. And I'm not gonna lie, once in a blue moon I would have dreams, nightmares that would mess with me. And mind, she passed away January 27th, 2002, between 9:05 a.m. Sunday morning. That it's kind of mind blowing me how I can remember. It's not so much as hard to me to remember. It's ingrained in me. It's ingrained in my very heart and soul, my very being that yeah, I remember that date, that time. My father, I found out like a couple years after he died. Like he died, I think, in 2009, but I didn't find out until a couple years later. You know, which proves one thing though: if you have family, love them, cherish them, because tomorrow is never ever guaranteed. Like I said, I'm very grateful. Like I'm 57, going to be 58 if the Heavenly Father permits. And I'm not trying to say it before, I'm being quite serious. I try to be careful with my health now because, like, it kind of scares me though. Every so often, at any given moment, it's over without warning. Simple as that. So be grateful. I mean, seriously, like, pray to God, pray thanks, pray Thanksgiving. Definitely do not be afraid of, ask for repentance. We all need it. Yours truly as well. Because I'm not afraid to say it. I am not perfect. Not even close. I'm not afraid to shout for root. Yeah, I'm not perfect. But that's not going to stop me from asking God to please forgive me. The God's
In 1 mile, use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left to I-78 East.
God's very, very much aware how imperfect I am. He's aware of the battles I fought, the battles I survived, the storms that almost took me down, but yet I'm still around. At any rate, folks, I'm gonna get ready to call it a day. I'll probably next time you see me, I'll be hitting I'll probably hit New Jersey soon, but next time you see me, I'll probably even hit
Object on road reported ahead.
Next time you can see me online, I'll probably be in New Jersey by now. But until then, folks, I'll talk to you later. And share, like, subscribe. Peace.